For decades, the golden rule of weird fiction was absolute. Humanity is completely insignificant. Staring into the unknown offered no hope of victory, guaranteeing only a quick death or a rapid descent into madness. That distinct philosophy of cosmic pessimism was pioneered by H.P. Lovecraft, setting a rigid boundary for how horror stories were supposed to unfold. By the 1970s, a completely different type of protagonist emerged. These characters stopped fainting in dusty libraries and started organizing. They utilized time travel, complex geopolitical strategies, and heavy artillery to combat ancient evils. Instead of dropping to their knees in despair, they pointed high-tech weaponry squarely at the oncoming storm and opened fire. The author writing this tactical evolution was Brian Lumley. He had already built a rigorous 22-year career in the Royal Military Police. A career soldier is trained to assess active threats, organize a defense, and strike back. Passive surrender was simply not a compatible worldview. Throughout the 1960s and 70s, Lumley served as an active-duty sergeant. His daily reality involved managing serious risks and investigating tangible human violence. Stationed in high-tension Cold War hotspots like partitioned Berlin, his environment demanded strict organizational protocol and extreme discipline. To pass the time during long, quiet shifts, he consumed volumes of classic pulp horror, eventually deciding to draft his own macabre tales. He submitted his early work to Arkham House, the legendary publisher of the Lovecraft estate, quickly establishing himself as a devoted steward of the expanding Cthulhu mythos. He easily mastered the atmospheric dread of his predecessors, yet his military mindset was already chafing against the genre's insistence that humans were nothing more than helpless victims. He made his philosophical break from cosmic pessimism explicit with his first major original series, the Titus Crowe saga. Lumley summarized his approach with a simple mantra: "My guys fight back." His occult investigators approached ancient horrors as tactical problems, forming alliances and gathering intelligence to neutralize the threat. The narrative peaks when Titus Crowe is nearly destroyed in battle, only to be meticulously reconstructed from surviving cells into a powerful, futuristic cyborg. Lumley stripped away human biological frailty and substituted it with technological strength, dragging the tropes of pulp horror into the realm of high-stakes science fiction. By equipping his characters to physically combat the cosmic void, he proved that giving protagonists agency actually makes the terror around them more compelling. Lumley retired as a sergeant major in 1980 to write full-time. He took the logistical rigor of his military career and applied it to a completely new universe. This resulted in his commercial masterpiece, the Necroscope series, starring a hero named Harry Keogh who communicates with the dead. This cross-section illustrates how Lumley reimagined the vampire. He discarded Gothic magic for a quasi-scientific biological parasite, the Womfrey. As the diagram expands, this threat maps onto a Cold War shadow conflict between Western psychic agency E-Branch and their KGB rivals. Necroscope replaced mystical ambiguity with tactical systems and concrete rules. It was a horror epic constructed with the precise, methodical mindset of a military policeman. This chart tracks the massive commercial response to that tactical formula. Necroscope sold over 3 million copies in the United States alone, sparking translations in 13 different languages. This fusion of speculative action and ideological dread earned Lumley the industry's highest honors, culminating in his recognition as a grand master of horror. He recognized that the monster is only half of the equation. The true narrative engine of a story is how humanity organizes, adapts, and responds to the threat. Today, the sight of a heavily armed tactical squad advancing into an ancient crypt feels entirely natural to the genre. Brian Lumley bridged the gap between atmospheric pulp and modern speculative fiction. He proved that even when facing the unknowable, human discipline and the courage to fight back are the ultimate weapons.